Today I'm heading off to Falkirk parkrun with the same crew that I was with last week for Agnew. None of us have been to Falkirk before, so it should be good fun. From what I've seen and what I've heard, it'll be a pretty tough route. There's quite a few other videos on it, so again I wasn't sure whether or not I should film it, but I thought it's fun. I enjoy making these. But yeah, it looks like a fairly tough route, quite hilly. My local route is Camperdown, and Falkirk seems to have about as much elevation gain as Camperdown does, but it's spaced out a bit more nicely. It seems to be pretty much, it's like Camperdown but offset by about 1 kilometre. So Camperdown, you've got the first hill at about 1.5 to 2k in, and then the last 700-800 metres you're going uphill as well. Whereas Falkirk looks like you hit the first hill around 500 metres in, and then it's somewhere in the 4th k that you hit the second hill. So you've got a nice downhill finish as opposed to the uphill you get at Camperdown. So it looks kind of similar, just shifted a little. And the hills also look to be steeper but shorter. So that could be good or bad, depending on what you like. One of my friends has told me he's only been once, and it was a few years ago now, but he does remember going downhill more than he went uphill, so that's a good sign. I'm still having issues with my left leg. It was a bit sore when I started to run last Saturday. I think it's just because the journeys in the car on the Friday night and Saturday morning, I'd been sitting with my leg twisted at a funny angle, I think. So yeah, as soon as I started running on Saturday, it was really quite sore. But the more I ran, and the faster I ran, the less it hurt. And it's been like that all week. So the more I'm running and the faster I'm running, the less it hurts. And it is easing off day by day, so I think I'll be okay. If you do hear me suddenly scream or something during the run, that'll be why. I haven't played with the settings much on my camera for just taking pictures, so there's a bit of a saga getting the pictures done for the group of us, but it worked out in the end. We're just looking at the map of the course. It looks like it's a pretty simple sort of loop with an out and back tail, if that makes sense.
Right everyone got the time. The time is ready? Yeah. Okay, we do have park walkers and tail walkers at the back. If you have any issues, I'll hand you over to my starter. 3, 2, 1,
Thank you! Thank you! Oh. Thank you. The jack all the way. Thank you.
Well done.
First time I've been stung by a wasp during the park run. Oh, wasp. That's tough. That's it, Lee. Great job all the way. That's it. Keep it going. Great job. Well done. This is my Uncle Lee, who's been in a couple of videos already.
Bonjour.
So yeah, he's well with me. We're running together most weeks.
Most weeks.
Most weeks.
Well, by together we mean him in front, me significantly further behind.
Oh, matron.
But most weeks.
Yeah. But yeah, but yeah, it was a really nice route though. I like that. I also that every week's really nice route. But yeah, I see what people mean by Heartbreak Hill. It's not the worst hill, but it's rough.
We have worse at Camperdown.
But it's
I'll
but
take
not
that
as
any
steep.
No.
I really felt my pace tank on that second hill, but it's short enough that it's not too bad, and it levels off a little bit at the top, goes up again a bit more, and then you're pretty much down to the end. So it's
Nice finish.
nice finish.
Nice finish.
Very nice finish. And a great spot for cheering people on as well. Loads of people end up sprinting to cheer them to the end. Oh, nice one, Pauline. Where did you come from? Woo! That's it. Oh yes, come on, keep it going. Woo! That's it, all the way, all the way. Brilliant finish, keep it going. Woo! Brilliant. One of our friends, Pauline, she and her husband Josh and their little one turned up here. They knew we were coming, we didn't know they were coming. So it was a bit of a surprise. They just appeared out of nowhere at the end. Oh, hell of a sprint. Brilliant. Great job. Nice one, Josh, keep it going.
Morning, Orla. Morning.
Good job, well done.
She looks bored at her skull.
I think Pauline had a better finish than that.
Yeah, just slightly.
Has it see all the way, seconds left. Brilliant job, well done. Was that 37 something or something like that?
36.
Brilliant.
36 and a half.
Morning. Morning.
Amazing.
Thank you so much. 220.
We all really liked that. All got really good times. I think Pauline might have just sneaked sub 30, hopefully. And Tia was about 36 and a half, she said. But yeah, it's a really pretty park. A really nice spot, even though it's quite tough at points. And yeah, the Heartbreak Hill is rough, but the downhill you get afterwards is really nice. And then it's pretty much flat to the end, which is always good. And there's just something really nice about it. There's loads of people who are out and about, just walking or cycling or with dogs. So it just feels like a nice kind of vibrant park, that's the way to put it. And loads of people that were out were just saying hi, saying well done, that sort of thing. Yeah, the way Lee said, it's just a really nice buzz about the place. And it's just a really nice atmosphere. Yeah, I would gladly come back here, definitely. And speaking of the buzz about the place, that wasp, I don't know how well it's going to show up on here. So the video of the route is going to be a bit funny for a second, because my hand's just going to swipe off to get the wasp off me. Afterwards I thought, oh, I should have switched hands, hold the camera on my left and swipe off with my right. And then I thought, what I really should have done is film the wasp. That would have been great, just cut the middle of the run to me with a wasp sticking out my arm. But hey, I'll know for next time, which I hope doesn't happen. But yeah, it's a really nice spot here, really nice atmosphere. I would gladly come back here again. We've just been sent on a quest to get the forgotten buggy. And couldn't resist a bit of sightseeing while we're in the area, so we're off to see the kelpies. Jack's never seen them before, so it's good to get him along. And Lee and I are having some memories now, because about a year and a half ago we did a 10k run here, a Christmas themed 10k run. It was great fun. The route was a bit nuts, but we got around in the end. Yeah, really enjoyed it. So it finished just along here beside the kelpies. So I'm heading back home now. It wasn't this warm in Falkirk, which is probably a good thing. Yeah, it was a great route. We all really liked it. All got good times. I feel like I'm saying that every video, but it's true. Yeah, all did really well. It was my friend Josh who turned up surprisingly today, who told me beforehand that yeah, it seems like you're going downhill longer than you're going up, and I think that's probably true. The uphills are fairly steep. The first one, it's really close to the start, so you're sort of ready for it. Your legs aren't quite tired yet, and then there's a fair bit of downhill and flat before you get to Heartbreak Hill, and yeah, it's steep, but it means you get up that hill, well, not so quickly, but relatively quickly. Get it over and out the way, and then yeah, just a nice downhill towards the end, and then just flat to finish. It's a really nice moment towards the end of the run as you gradually start rounding the corner and you can see Calendar House, and you know the finish is right there. It really helps, just give you that extra boost. We all managed really good times today. I was 19:28, which is I think my 13th fastest parkrun or something out of 175. I'm very happy with that, in the top 10%. Jack was only just behind me at 19:34. Lee got 21:25, and Pauline with the amazing sprint finish. When we saw her, we weren't exactly sure at the time. I was thinking, oh shit, I think she's probably got a sub 30. No, she was what was it, 28:47, something like that. So she absolutely smashed it. A sub 29, never mind sub 30. That was brilliant. And then Josh was a wee bit behind pushing the buggy. He was 31:53, I think it was. And then Tia with 36:33. So yeah, really good times from everyone. And it's not the toughest course in the world. But still, it's not easy. The hills do really take it out of you, especially Heartbreak Hill. But it's yeah, just a really nice location, really nice people. Like I said, park runners and people just out and about. They're really just lovely. Speaking of which, I spoke to Mark Sutherland, who was doing the first timers briefing for us today, and we were just chatting about the route and things, and said that we were off to the kelpies afterwards. I told him that Lee and I had been there before on a 10k run, and it was around Christmas time, so it was a turkey themed 10k, and turns out he was there. I think he was one of the people dressed up as a turkey, so that was pretty great. And if you're watching, hi. He said he was watching my Agnew video, because he's going to be going there at some point, so hopefully he enjoys that as much as we did, even though it was windy. So I think that's about everything for this video. Next week I'll be at Camperdown, because Jack's never been there before, so it'll be his first time at Camperdown. I think Lee's not been there for a while either, I don't think. And for Josh, it'll be his 300th run and 300th volunteer on the same day. So that's going to be pretty special, I think.